Hello everyone. This is the first episode of the SiWire podcast where I basically just talk about anything and everything. What's going on in my life, other people's lives, random stuff like games and tier lists. And yeah, let's hop right in and play a bit of this game Islander by Carson. Space, enter. Shift. Man, you'd think I'd have learned how to play the game before I... There we go. Okay. X to open the menu. Oh, God. Okay, crafting up, inventory left and right, drop item. Current goal is collect 12 wood. Okay. Z to attack or interact. I've played a couple of games like this, especially like on my phone or whatever. Some good brainless games to help pass the time. Okay, goal complete. Now we have to craft 3 bridges. Oh, okay. We already have enough to do that. Straightforward. We should probably get some stone. I imagine that'll be becoming useful as we progress. We have some coal, wood, iron, bridge, stone. Okay, right on. Mine 20 stone. Who would have guessed? Little about myself. I am a university student. I am studying chemistry, and I'm going into my 3rd year pretty soon here. So yeah, I like skateboarding, playing guitar, playing video games, kind of the most hippie thing you can imagine for a chemistry student. So yeah. I think I should be able to. Cool. Yeah. This whole thing is kind of more of a time-filling project. I don't have any huge aspirations to become a YouTuber or podcaster or anything like that for my job, but as a hobby, it's not the worst thing, I bet. Ideally, okay, workbench. How do we... 10 wood, 10 stone. Yeah. Ideally in the future, we'll have, I don't know, like my roommate, my girlfriend, my cousin, whatever else kind of people on talking so that I don't have to talk the whole time and you guys don't have to listen to me talk the whole time. But yeah, I wish I had I almost wonder if live streaming would be easier, because then there'd be some sort of interactability. I find that a lot of the time I'm not the best conversation starter, but once it gets going, then I have no problem. Same with figuring out jokes and that sort of thing. Furnace. Oh, I imagine we have to place our workbench. Okay, this little island will be our home for now. But yeah, I am much more of a reactionary person, so hence why I'm playing this game right now instead of just talking. Gotta find some way to keep it interesting for everyone, especially during the long pauses. Smelt iron. Gotcha. Oh, 3 for 1. That is not the exchange rate that I was hoping for. Yeah, I don't know what type of audience is going to listen to this. If anyone does listen to it, by whatever godforsaken algorithm puts me in your recommended section, leave a comment just giving me some sort of idea or anything that you're into that I could talk about, maybe some shared passions, that sort of thing. I'd love to talk about skateboarding. I'm not good at skateboarding by any means, but I have a ton of fun going out and doing it. 4 of them, God. But I don't want to talk about skateboarding if nobody who's listening cares about skateboarding, you know? So yeah, it could be literally anything. I'm not... Can I get these flowers? Oh, sweet. So, anytime I play a survival resource gathering game like this, you can't help but draw similarities to Minecraft. I mean, they've got a workbench and a furnace, that sort of thing. I imagine iron is what's going into our anvil. And when I'm playing Minecraft, one of my favorite things to do is gather one of every sapling before I settle down and build a house, because I love having every type of wood that I might need available to me without having to go and journey far away to get it. So yeah, and another thing along with that is flowers. So oftentimes how do I make it? Oh, okay. More iron. So a lot of the time I'll gather one of every flower, one of every sapling, that sort of thing, just so I have access to everything that I might need without having to travel too far to get it. So yeah, I'm definitely much more of a casual player rather than speed running or anything like that. need to make an iron pick, so we need lots more iron. Might end up having to make a couple more bridges to get over to the next island, and hopefully there's some more iron over there. So yeah, university student. So far during so we're on break right now, and for the first half of my break I was doing some research, bio-inorganic chemistry, specifically looking at like heavy metal toxicology. And look at me now, I'm playing this game and talking to myself in a basement. So yeah, everyone has their highs and lows, and it's hard to say what I'm at right now. Okay, yeah, we're running low on iron, so I think we'll make some more bridges. Try to get over to that next island. Might as well make a whole bunch for future. We'll see if inventory space ends up becoming an issue in this game. One of my favorite things that they've added to Minecraft in recent times is the bundle. Piece of leather, string, easy to make, first night sort of thing after you find a spider and kill it. And then yeah, like instead of one of every sapling taking up a bunch of inventory slots, I can just put them all in the bundle. Super easy and compact. Usually I dye mine orange just because that's my favorite color. It is always interesting in these kind of flat world adventure survival games, is the like resource respawn mechanics. I can't even reach. Okay. Like seeing a rock spawn back in is always interesting. Like you expect it with the 6 of them. Goodness gracious. You expect it with the like trees and that sort of thing, but not so much the rocks. Guess rocks are another thing I could talk about. Lots of people when they're kids have like a rock collection. I got a rock tumbler for my birthday one year, and of course it came with some rocks as well, which was nice because those ones are gonna turn out the way you want. We'll see if it does. So yeah, that was neat. I always enjoyed finding rocks, especially like going out to the river, that sort of thing with my family, and yeah, just finding neat rocks, skipping rocks. That's something that, like, if you can do it, as a kid, I kind of assumed that everyone could do it because I could do it. Same with like whistling or blowing what seems like that's probably the goal of the game. I doubt we'll get that far today, but yeah, whistling, blowing a bubblegum bubble, anything like that. If you can do it as a kid, I feel like you just kind of end up assuming that anyone can do it. But after meeting people, that is certainly not the case. Although I certainly don't hold it against them for not being able to skip a stone. I wonder what the shovel's for. But yeah. Of course, you'll have to let me know if you can whistle or skip a stone or anything like that. Alright, I can take out flowers with an iron pick now. Okay, that maybe it isn't faster on trees. It feels about the same, but that's okay. Oops, I'm gonna accidentally destroy my bridge real quick. Wonder, dead bush. Don't need that. I bet. Ooh, another island down below. I guess the question becomes, do we want a bridge? Continuing to the side. Oh dear. Okay. Accidentally dropping all my stuff. Get some more wood real quick, because it seems like we're going to have a lot more bridges to build. Maybe it's just maybe the upgraded pickaxe is giving me better drops in terms of number. Yeah, music is another thing that I enjoy and like talking about with people sometimes. Playing guitar, I own a electric guitar, so a lot of the guitar that I play ends up being rock, that sort of thing, which is good because my favorite kind of music is like alternative rock, 90s, 2000s, that sort of thing. Recently, I went to a concert and saw a band called Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Super interesting name, I know. I'm trying to explain to my mom what the heck it meant. It was fun, but it was a great concert. They were super high energy, and they have a lot of songs where like a lot of the band members sing at the same time. So that sort of harmonization, teamwork, whatever you want to call it, is always fun to see live, I think. Make a couple more bridges to get over here, because it looks like there's some good iron. But yeah, opening for them was a group called New Translations, and they were super good too. So if you like kind of pop, punk rock, whatever, that sort of thing, I would recommend checking them out. most recently I've been listening to a lot of the White Stripes. And of course, like, growing up was a fan of the White Stripes, but kind of rediscovering a lot of their music lately, which has been good. Hardest Button to Button is super fun to play on the guitar. And, I mean, yeah, you want a song that's fun to play that you also like. Like, there are some songs that I love, but the guitar in the song isn't like the focus, so it's a lot of more background instrumental, which can be fun, especially if you're gonna like sing the song at the same time. But I am awful at... Oh, you can make wood. Perfect. I'm awful at multitasking and singing while playing the guitar. So unless it's like pretty brain dead music that I'm playing, I can't sing and play at the same time, which is too bad because singing along is pretty fun, I think. What am I... Okay, iron shovel. Let's figure out how to make our shovel. Crafting anvil, not here. Okay, how do we... Oh, just 4. Perfect. Let's go here. And you can't... Oh, you can. You can overload the crafting. Yeah. I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna get up to for the rest of the day. But yeah, any ideas for what I should do or talk about? I was going to do like a tier list for this first episode, but I couldn't bring myself to do that. That's not right. Mostly just because I couldn't find one that I really wanted to talk about. Like, oh no, how can I cancel it? No. Okay, 2 furnaces. Awesome. So yeah, that's... Oh, it just spit it out. Okay, we don't need our flowers. Or this extra furnace. We'll just put mostly everything in there. Next goal, craft 4 walls. Bricks. How do I make bricks? Not here. Okay, stone and coal. Coal, stone. Bricks are one of the worst things to make in survival Minecraft, I think. I never like the water, to be honest. The slow mining and everything like that, having to worry about air, and I never make potions or a turtle helmet or any sort of useful enchantments on my armor. I just don't take the time to do that sort of thing. So that's probably why it's so irritating for me at times. So it's my own fault, but I will not take responsibility for that. My roommate recently started dating, which is so fun, because then I get to hang out with him less. But happy for him at the same time. I think he's a very social person, I think, so being locked up at home all day with nothing to do isn't the best for him, so hopefully this will be a partner that he can go and do things with and that sort of stuff. My roommate is a barista, or he works at a cafe, so I like to kind of tease him about that at times. Just getting tons and tons of stone to go make bricks. Riveting gameplay and riveting discussion as well. That's what you get for listening to me. I'm also a bit under the weather, so if you don't like the way my voice sounds, check in and catch an episode in a little bit, and hopefully you like the way I sound a bit more then. If you don't like the way that I sound, also be careful, because what I hear all the time is that me and my dad sound exactly the same, so any slights against me will be interpreted by him as well. Family's a interesting thing. I think it's something that a lot of people take for granted. And I think a lot of people don't always understand what it would be like to not have that. So it's always interesting meeting people. How many of these things do I need? Meeting people who didn't grow up with the same family dynamic as you. And yeah, seeing, like what's Christmas like? Like stuff that I feel like for any of us it would be kind of basic, or we think that everyone experiences it a similar way, but in reality that isn't the case. I'll take all of my iron because I need more to make walls. Can I do... Okay, they won't go through at the same time, but I can load them all up. Oh, you can use wood to make coal too. But yeah, just interesting. I feel like everyone has a slightly different relationship with their family, and it's interesting to see how their perspectives on things change based on how they grew up and what sort of their environment they were surrounded by growing up. Okay, that should... 4 walls. I wonder if I'll be able to make a house or something. That'd be cool. Collect. Can you collect ground? I don't know how you do that. Craft 8 ground. We'll finish up this goal and then we'll call it for the day. And next time I'll try writing a script or planning stuff out a bit more. And hopefully it goes a bit better, but all I hear all the time early on is that it's the consistency that matters. And that's the part that I'm going to struggle with the most, I bet. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Mulch, which we make in regular crafting from flowers. That only got me 3 mulch, and I need 4 to make 1 piece of ground. Okay, there has shovel. I bet that's how we do it. Yeah. Yeah, never mind, I'm just dumb. Now we can shape the islands, which is fun. One thing that I do have a big problem with whenever I play Minecraft or start a new world or something like that is I spend way too much time terraforming. Like, instead of getting good tools and then terraforming, I will just jump straight into, okay, I'm going to make 15 stone shovels and take the top of this mountain off. Which, of course, isn't a very time-efficient strategy, so always ends up biting me in the butt. But yeah, this has been a short little thing, around half an hour hopefully. Most of it me saying which I'll get better at. But yeah, I hope you will. I don't see how anyone could enjoy that initially. Maybe to fall asleep to. Maybe I'll be one of those like relaxation, listen to this as you fall asleep podcast, or throw it on in the background as you do homework or that sort of thing. I mean, that's what I use every podcast that I've ever listened to for, as a background thing. I just need to become better at being a background thing. But yeah, any ideas or anything like that, I'd love to hear of what I should talk about, anything like that, any issues you're having. I tend to like helping people talk through their issues, that sort of thing. But yeah, everyone enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, that's about it. We'll see you next time on the SiWire.